Why would we be getting this view in the morning when I feed? Well, it's not because any of them, as far as I know. They all seem to be walking like they should. I look kind of like Ruby, but there's another one that looks similar, so no guarantees. And yeah, it's a big girl up there at the upper end. I know it's not Boomer because Boomer was around the corner and Big Girl was up there earlier. Oh, I came down and shut that gate. That yearling heifer right there. She's lame on the front. I fed everybody. I got to, well, where she's eating is the end of where I get the grain in here. She was standing just outside the door. Told her she didn't have to be shy. Kind of looks like her left front might have an issue, so gotta get her caught and see what the hell's going on there. And it's easy to come through here, and as long as that gate is open in and not out, just unchain it off of this gate and give her a little fling and it's latched. But anyway, was it you or the one behind you? I turned around and they changed places. I don't think it was her. I think it's the one behind her. I'll make Ty come down and figure it out. It's easier. Yeah, because she's walking fine. So, yeah, it's this one. Need a number on her ass. I know she's a pregnant one. Who are you, sweetheart? That's up into your upper leg. 225, I think is what that says. Oh, yeah, she's swelled down at the above the hoof too. So, may got a rock in it, may got a stick in it. I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out in a little bit. Oh, and hey, salt. Keep it in front of your kettle, not just in the summer. Keep it in the winter. And no offense to those of you raising the black ones that roll over and plump and you got to release the air out of them. Keep salt in front of them. If they eat it, they won't have that problem near as often. Just my 2 bits. Herefords aren't known for bloat. Angus are. But, in my lifetime, we've had 2 bloats. Not counting ones where somebody got rolled in an upside down position and they almost forgot, or they thought I forgot them. Yeah, they get rolled. I don't care what breed it is. They're going to bloat if you don't get them out. Not enough there. And whiskey's always patient. Anyway, that's pretty much a must. Oh, and Vic called me yesterday, said all our shit was clean. No worms, no coxie that he could find, which is unusual because we've always had a low level of coxie. It's always been, kept in check. And for the last 5-6 years, we've had at least a low level of stomach worms too. This dewormer doesn't cut it every time. But, there isn't any over here now. As many of you know, we followed Sunset Prairie Ranch's suggestion. Diatomaceous earth is used to help control worms. There it is. It's in there. We need to get another bag. We were using it with the calves the last couple of years, and Ty put it out for the cows out in the feed barn with the salt and mineral, and they've been keeping up on it. And when we're popping up absolutely no worms, what do you attribute it to? Because he took a sample off the cows, a sample off the yearling heifers, and a sample off the calves. And of course, you're dealing with samples that aren't, you don't know who it was in. You might find a cow out here that has something. Who knows? And where we irrigate pasture in the summer, it doesn't get dried down and fried down enough to kill the worms in the summer, so you depend on the winter to get cold enough, which doesn't always happen here. Cold enough, long enough, I should say. So anyway, that's a plus. I mean, hopefully we're done with any of those issues. But if I don't shut up, you're not going to get the rest of the day. Not happy up there.
Someone probably has a pee diaper.
She probably got peed diaper. She cries if she's got a drop in there.
Literally a drop.
But we got 225K in. And excuse my arm. Really didn't know which one to check.
It fucking stinks.
But this one's packed full of shit. The other one actually almost feels warmer. But first thing you got to do is get all that crap cleaned out of there. And if it stinks, she probably poked it. Or there's a rock wedge. Or there was a rock wedge. She's actually being really good.
She was one of the best ones to halt the break.
But all we can do is clean it up, see what we find. Dose it with some copper tox, douche it with some copper tox, I should say. And she'll get a shot of LA and a shot of Banamine to help. And
I know, baby.
Some of you will say, oh yeah, just give her. Yeah, well, LA is cheap.
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She poked it up between them.
Sorry about the not having a lot of light here, but
she's swollen right here.
Yeah, I can see the swelling in the camera.
And she's got
can't really see the poke, but
a poke right in between it.
Yeah, that happens. Either a rock or a stick or whatever.
I'm coming. Grandpa can give shots, okay?
Copper tox will work as a bandage on it and kind of keep things from getting any worse. Keep the shit out of it anyway, so for the most part. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it there for a minute so gravity doesn't take it all away. No, LA is cheap and it works.
Shots are right here, Dad.
Okay. And something like this, you know she's hurting because she's limping and she's not moving very much. And what do you do when you hurt? You take something for it. They heal so much better if they don't hurt. And by the way, yes, there's a reason we have a head gate in here. It'd be nice if it was a better one, but that's the one Dad built for here years ago, and that's the one that's still here. I really wouldn't want a self-catch in here, but I don't like the fact that we got the V set up, because if we hold it closed, sometimes the calf will lift their head up, stick it in, then they're in there. It happens. Y'all seen that.
Was that what you wanted to see? You couldn't see us?
And here, apparently she was up at 2 o'clock this morning.
And I got her 4.
But she's been pretty decent this morning since she woke up after getting a nap.
I took a nap too.
Yeah.
I didn't feel bad.
I went in the trailer after she got here, and yeah, she's snoring. Anyway.
Yeah, we fixed an owie.
No, get them so they don't hurt. And there might be a little swelling there. Well, I mean, it's going to help with the swelling too. So, yeah, pain, less pain or pain-free, doesn't matter what it is, they heal better. Yeah, Ty said I had to get this on video.
Hey, look, gentle. Good job. Do it again. Gentle, huh? See soft?
So there we go. You get to see Blakely petting on a cow.
Yeah, good job, Nuggies. Good job.
Too many of them got red O's on their backside. Gonna guess that's the end of them. There's still some up in the barn. But told you they were getting that today. make me a ride around here and then come back and make sure the gates are open and make a ride around that and make sure the fences are good. Not like I get in there with them all sitting on top of the bike. But yeah, they pretty well got that 8 down to nothing. Got a comment about this thing the other day. Guy said there's supposed to be a special fitting where the 2 tank lines come together. Apparently it's bad. Would be why it lets it transfer. Yeah, I can see that. But you know where it's going to be, don't you? That don't move. And my arms aren't that long. It's somewhere in there. Well, actually, maybe it's underneath because that line goes down. Interesting. I thought the other one went the other way. Might have to go look. I doubt they put it down below, you know. I mean, hell, those are all up above. Although I shouldn't say that. The blue truck is top suctions. It's also got Blue Fox heaters in the tanks. The orange ones were off the bottom though, and the bad thing is we took the right tank off. It's got an 80-gallon oil tank on the right side, so we sucked off the left one, and the right tank was pretty well beat up, and the left one was in pretty good shape. The left one, the suction is not on the bottom. It's about 5 inches up, actually. Pointed like about on that angle. So that one's, if I get down to 5 inches of fuel, it ain't moving. And on the other side, it actually did come out of the bottom of the tank. But that's another story. 150-gallon tank. Keep it on the top half. But I swear, oh, by golly, this one goes down too. Well, maybe I can get down there and do something. Even if all I do is put a valve on this side and shut it off or something. Hate to put a plug in, but put a valve in and still use the tank. I don't know. We'll see what we do. I still got to get some fuel for it. And the bad thing is, those tanks are full. Tank on the service truck is full of red fuel. There ain't room in the shop to dump the service truck. And we don't have any truck fuel here, other than what's in those 2 trucks, which actually the blue truck is probably damn near clear full. So there's 200 gallons sitting there realistically. Maybe more. 120-gallon tanks on it. So the quagmire is, do I find a place to put the red fuel that's in the tank on the service truck and take some out of the blue truck? That's my issue. I don't have another empty tank to transfer it with. And this thing's sitting over here and that thing's sitting over there. Well, until we ship some critters, there's no money for fuel, so figured out what we're going to do. I was looking at buying a little 12-volt transfer pump that'll do diesel and oil. And it's like, yeah, nothing. You can go local is inexpensive, and Scamazon has some decent stuff that's inexpensive, but you're looking at the middle of next week for it to be here. And then Tylen and I had a revelation. Ty bought one for Maury, I don't know, a month or 2 ago, I guess. They had to pump one of the tanks out on Ron's truck because it had some junk in it. Had a rock, and turned out it had a aluminum can in it too. So we're gonna borrow that tomorrow. And I got that other 150-gallon tank off the pumpkin that's clean and sitting behind the machine shed. Drag it out, strap it on the forks on the skid steer, and go over by that blue truck and start pumping. Let's see how much we get out of it. I don't want to run it dry, but get a bunch out of it. Shouldn't have any trouble filling this thing up, and might even be able to fill the service truck because it's getting down there a ways. Then we can ship some cattle hopefully next week. Hopefully. see what happens. Hopefully this thing will start. And Ty did find one loose connection on the batteries the other day, so I haven't touched them. Turned the key on a couple of times and it's showing 12 volts instead of 10 volts, so hopefully that's the ticket there. Get this thing out of the way here. Maybe get some shit out of the shop. We did get a bunch of empty boxes smashed and out of here and into recycle. Should do that one too, because I don't have any use for one that size. You know, one like that Joey box there. There's a nail box right there. Those are alright for a little while until I get pissed off and throw them away. But this one's in the way. It's only good to lay on. And that big piece of cardboard on the floor there to lay on. That a person actually fits on, and not one that don't fit on. So anyway, yeah, tomorrow spark plug should be here for that thing. And that pretty much got to be it. I mean, that plug, when I pulled it out after getting it in here, if it was foul in the plug because it was a carburetor issue or something, the plug should have been flooded out. It was not. The plug was dry as a bone. And all freaking carboned up again, and I just cleaned it. I mean, it hasn't got an hour and a half of riding on it, if that, since I cleaned it. So that should be the ticket for that. So, screw it. I'm tired. It's been a long enough day. I'm going to go in. Hope you all had a great Friday. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And hey, I haven't done it for a long time, but if you're going to watch a video, if you would, please hit the like and subscribe. I'm not into begging for people to do that, but I personally see no reason. If you're going to watch a video, at least hit the like button. If you want to comment, that's great too. I try to answer everybody. If I don't answer, it's usually because YouTube hides the freaking comment, and I've found comments from literally over a year ago that I never got a notification on and never saw anywhere until all of a sudden, boom, there it is. Yeah. That's what happens after Google took over YouTube. All that stuff kind of went to hell. Everything used to be instant. But anyway, that's enough of that crap too.